How's everyone doing? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Just gonna get chat stuff up. Get a little bit of chat up. I know you guys dislike talking with me, but you know, I'll make you put up with me. I'll do it. I know you guys dislike talking with me, but you
we
know,
like
I'll make
echo.
you put up with
That
me.
is what we really want.
I'll do it. I know you guys dislike talking with
Oh,
me,
there.
but you
We
know,
like
I'll make you
echo.
put up with
That
me.
is what we really want.
I'll do it. I know you... There we are. Quality content. Quality content. All right. Oh, my bad. My bad. That was terrifying. That was terrifying. Okay. All right. That was a little rough. My bad. You know me. I like to hurt all of us equally. Likely story that they are back. What story are we talking about? What story are we talking about? Dutch, welcome. Welcome to the late night show. Oh, likely story that they're Dutch. Doubt me and let me prove you wrong. Check this out. Look at this. Null server 1 is dead. I didn't replace it. I left that hole in our heart open and raw. Null server 1 will live in peace in our heart. But Null server 3 has joined the party. We have fixed all of the networking, all over it. Check this out. Yeah. It's all there. Wait a second. Wait. Okay, this is the third one. There's only 2 workers, so the third one can't actually run. Ignore this. Wait a second. Maybe Dutch, you called me right on this. Wait a second. This is uh-oh. Ah, the access token expired. My token expired. Okay, it's back technically. My goodness. This is not that big of a problem to Wait, Dutch. You haven't followed me? You just followed me? Oh, you were testing me. And I obviously failed. Okay. 1 second. We can fix this. Easy peasy. I can follow. We will fix this right now. What I actually need to do is I haven't done like the token refresh and run it as a real server. So like I'm giving it the actual authentication token instead of the apps token, which it can use to get a new token. So we have to request the new token. That's the actual problem here. I feel like I have misplaced this stupid file. Here we go. I knew that I had it. I knew that I had this. All right, Dutch. I know that I'm going to say something that feels blasphemous on this. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go into the cone of silence really quickly. Okay, so by the way, you're moving to Obsidian for notating, and you don't know whether you sync or just use the Git cone of shame. So this is what I did. I paid for a year of Obsidian Sync for one reason. I paid for Obsidian Sync for one reason. To support them. That's literally what I did. Now, it's nice because Obsidian Sync makes it easy to use on your phone. Because Obsidian Sync will work on your phone, your iPad, and those types of things where Git is more difficult. You can actually do things to synchronize through a Git repository. But it's actually more easy, more better. Yeah. So there's a couple workarounds with using Git on your phone. Like basically you can download the zips from GitHub. So there's a couple ways to work around it without using Git on your phone. But they're workarounds and they're not nearly as nice. I bet you we could make a synchronization service for GitHub that avoids Git. Basically just an iPhone app that pulls the code and unzips it. Pulls the zip file. But I do try to support I do try to support those people, so all right, there's about to be an ad break. As soon as that's back, hopefully this is all wrapped up and Twitch alerts will actually work. I got the authorization code. I now just need to input it into the Kubernetes. I think we'd be cooking on all cylinders. We'll watch if it comes up. I mean, as it comes up, not if. We'll watch as it comes up. Look at that. You guys are still in ads. Oh no. No, 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 no. My cam didn't freeze. Did not freeze. That was the face of concentration. Me actually thinking. That was the face of me actually thinking. Oh, refresh worked? So it was you. I thought maybe I was just like actually concentrated. I was holding still. Oh, okay. So we got it running. I didn't run for so long with that token. They last about a month. I need to refresh it every once in a while now. I know this is maybe blasphemous on this channel, but I am using Edge. Has anybody else used Edge? Chowder's War, how are you doing? Has anybody else used Edge and loved it? Because I'm not gonna lie. You think it sucks? Oh, what did you dislike about it? I'm actually curious because I'm only a few days into it. A few days. But so far, it's been better than Firefox and Chrome. Well, you know you can change the default search engine to Google. I was going to say, that's Bing. You can go in here and go to google.com. Let's change the default engine right now. Let's do it. Settings. Start home and new tabs. Let's see. Open a new tab. Google.com. Suck it, Bing. Take that. Now let's do the search from the bar. That's a thing too. Where is that though? I know it's a thing. Oh, wait. We're in search. It's in there's a thing called search. I saw this and I was like, oh, this is like you know. Let's see. There's sucker. This is this is used by mine. Let's see. Address bar and search. They hide it. They hide it. Bing, please. We'll try DuckDuckGo. I used DuckDuckGo like a year or two ago, and it actually had more ads than just using Google, so I just used Google. But we'll try it again. We'll see if it is better. All right, there we go. Now we've powered up. Now, you've been using Opera One, Dutch. How do you like it? How do you like it? I was going to say, tell me the number of i3 users busting out Edge. I feel dirty right now, but maybe this is a career ender. But you know, what ended your career? What did you say on Twitter? Oh no, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. I streamed with Edge for a couple of months. Just irreparable damage to my career. He's not just using .NET. I'm browsing on the Edge. I heard the Edge was the next big thing. I heard people talking about pushing the Edge. So I'm using the Edge. I just don't understand why people are so upset. People were talking about Edge computing, Edge this, Edge that. I'm giving it a try. I have to say that I haven't really figured out how to run computation on it well yet. I don't know how I would do any clustering or anything like that. So I'm just not sure I understand what they mean by edge computing, but maybe they're talking like the Bing stuff. Not sure. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. Look at this. ChatGPT right here. That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of cool. Opera One does. It has WhatsApp built in. Okay. Okay. Do you get it for free in your browser? I mean, if you don't get it for free in your browser, like what browser are you using? Are you using a 2023 browser? I'm using a 2024 browser. Yeah. See, in a 2024 browser, you get ChatGPT 4.0 for free. What version of ChatGPT are you? Lies. Lies. Turn on dark mode. I'm already on dark mode. Get more accurate responses. Haha, funny. Microsoft said you are GPT-4. Is Microsoft lying to us? Let's find out the truth. Investigative journalism. This is straight up lying to us, right? I mean, okay, so there's probably at least some shred of truth that it is a combination of GPT-4. But it is powered by GPTs, and it is, when it keeps saying it's not a GPT, it is actually a generative pre-trained model. Anyways. It's incapable of smoking. Hey, Dutch. Dutch, do you want to do me a favor? Do you want to unfollow and follow again? And see if our sweet, sweet AI is actually back up and kicking? I'm afraid, like, there's more than just the back end. Look at that. In a realm of relentless chaos, Dutch, a courageous rogue. Wow, it got so much about you wrong. Roamed alone. One fateful eve, fate intervened. The Null Party, a band of misfits. Dang it, why are we misfits adventurers cursed with erased memories? Dang it! The Null Party! Oh! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Legends were born. Oh, legends were born. That was pretty good. That was a good one. Thank you, Dutch, for your live in production testing. To be honest, I didn't even, like, we have 23 changes in this. Oh, this was the sound. I am struggling with sound. So I tried to put sound in it. But and so in OBS, I have control audio via OBS. Anyways, my issue is I can't actually test if the sound works because Chrome and Firefox don't allow sound to play without interacting with the web page first. But since our alerts don't have any way to interact with them, there's actually no way to test that the sound is getting played. One second. My camera is not lagging. I have the stream up over here. It looks okay to me. On Twitch and YouTube. That's no good. It says my bitrate is fine. I've only dropped 0.1% of frames, 57 to be exact. You know, I bet that's because not enough English escaped me there. Not enough people have hit that like button on YouTube. That's the problem. Are you like torrenting in the back end, Dutch? Again? I'm not building anything. Does Bing Chat use GPT-4? I find it funny that it claims to be a chatbot and it generates text. Yeah, Copilot, Bing Chat, which is GPT-4. My goodness. Yeah. Yep. It's on GPT-4. Okay, it's just super high. I don't know why they have it saying this. Adding sounds, but not really. Upper one probably noticed I was hoping Edge should start throttling you. Okay. I'm still slightly flummoxed about its adamant refusal. Let's get more creative. Are you based on ChatGPT-4? Okay, so this Saturday, one thing that we're going to do, Tuesday, I actually worked on some content for streams, some fun streams. What does this even mean? I am not based on ChatGPT-4, but I do use some of the same technologies as GPT-4, such as GPT 3.5. 4 doesn't use 3.5. Okay, it's getting really creative. Let's get more precise. That's a... Okay, so one of the things that we're going to do this Saturday is we're going to do a tier ranking of all the AIs that we've tried. Precise is really slow. Precise is a little bit more tight-lipped. This is like Precise is more like what is it called? Lawyer mode. Let's test if it's GPT-4. We can. I got a cone of silence to log into it, but then I will. Trying not to dox myself. It's a hard task to not dox yourself. All right. Let's ask it something similar on both. All right. What would be a fantastic... What would be a good thing to ask it to kind of trap it? How do you know who I am? How do you know who I am? So the reason I wanted a thing that it's going to give a canned response to. So they are effectively the same response, the same canned response. I don't have access to personal information about you. I don't have access to personal data and individuals unless it has been shared with me in the course of conversation. I can only provide information based on questions to the best of my knowledge and abilities based on text input you provide during the conversation. This is generated by a canned response, just like our Twitch alerts is generated. But it's a prompt. Can you guys hear me? Okay. I think my mic went dead there for... I think that there's a connection problem here, and I need to buy a new cable to see... Hopefully it's the cable and not the microphone, so I don't have to buy a new microphone. Those get pricey. I don't know if I had not been talking for a little while, but they're definitely the same. ChatGPT 4. It is ChatGPT 4. I asked it something it wasn't allowed to ask or answer on purpose because those are caged responses, and I would expect them to be really close. And they are. So... Draw me a picture of Merrick. Trying to dox me. Let's sign in. Microsoft Bing. Draw me a picture of Merrick. Not Mario. Merrick. There we go. There we go. Oh, please provide... You need more? Merrick isn't famous enough? A extremely handsome man coding atop a mountain encircle... How do you spell encircled? Encircled. There we go. Encircled by dragons. Do you need more? This is how I program on daily. Don't try. Do. Don't try. I'm sorry. We're supposed to be coding this stream. The IBM oh. There we go. I got the projector up there too. That looks like the dragons want to eat me. All right. Nice ThinkPad. Dang it, that's what I have. They got that part right, okay? This one, the screen's on the wrong side, but it's okay. That's accurately what my laptop looks like. Not that one. This is not me. That guy can grow a beard. I fall short. I fall short. It's the only valid, somewhat cost-effective option. There are other options. I think this is a good option. Whoa, I clicked on an eBay ad. This is my problem with DuckDuckGo. Like, the only thing that says this is an ad is this. I actually find it easier to tell on Google that it's an ad, because they do the title like it's System 76. You have to look at them. Anyways, I'd love to have one of these. Now, I personally haven't been in the market for a personal laptop. If I got one, I would probably get one of these. They're like $5,000 though. And like 20 pounds. Yeah, I actually need to shave, but my shaver broke. So I still need to shave. I just need to buy a new shaving implement. Okay, I said that they were overly expensive. This does not seem overly expensive. They are massive though. These are massive. Let's look at their more portable. Ultra portable. This is better. I wouldn't say ultra. This seems like standard. Most powerful CPU. That's what we're going for, not battery life. Who cares about... Okay, is there a third? There is a third, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted the combination of these. I wanted the most powerful CPU and the most battery life and the most premium build. Why does premium build come separate from these two? That doesn't make sense to me, but we're going with powerful CPU. We'll probably install our own OS. Let's see. We're going with this clock speed, that 0.3. You have to have 64 gig. This actually is not that bad. Okay, actually, I take it back. That is not nearly... For an i7, I mean, it would be nice if it had an i9, but... For 64... I take it back. I guess it only has one thing. We got to upgrade this to a terabyte. Okay. 2 terabytes. Still not bad. Okay, never mind. This is what I would get. If I was buying myself a laptop, I would get something from these guys. The ThinkPads are not bad. He can't go 17-inch. You just cannot go 17-inch, and I'll tell you why. You buy a 17-inch backpack, or you buy a 17-inch laptop, you'll never get into a backpack. There's no backpack made large enough to fly with a 17-inch laptop. Also, you're gonna have multiple injuries hauling that. I want to see what CPU this has. 4070? That's pretty. And an i9. It's not actually that awesome of an i9. If you looked at the i7 we were looking at was 5 gigahertz with more performant cores. It had 10 performant cores and 8 efficiency cores, whereas this one only has 6 performance cores. It does have 0.4 gigahertz higher clock speed, but I mean, I actually don't know the performance on that. Like the difference. Still not bad. Okay. Okay. You know what? Not bad. This is what I would get if I was going to be doing arching stuff on a, yeah. All right. Let's actually do some code. Oh, okay. So I need a more experienced front-end developer. How do I test plain sound when the browsers consume that without me interacting with it? How do people do that? And the weird thing is, it obviously doesn't play a sound. Right now, our Twitch alerts didn't play a sound, even though it's supposed to be playing a sound. If we look at the code, you know, actually, let's not open it up here. We play a sound. And the interesting thing is, this actually gets caught when debugging locally. But what happens is the browser blocks it. And I didn't find a good way to disable the browser blocking it. And so maybe there's a setting in, maybe it's blocking it in OBS right now as well. I don't think it is, but you know, maybe, because I have the control audio via OBS. So I don't think it is. But yeah, so I don't know. Oh, wait. Load audio file. So we have this on the create context. This was us just testing. But yeah. We have it here too. And we can unwrap the result, but we just ignore it for right now because it actually plays it in the browser. So this would be anytime we get an event, there should play a sound, but it doesn't. So, and this is basically what it's protecting you from is a sound playing on a website before you've actually even interacted with the website. Like if you opened up a tab. But I want this because there's no way to interact with my Twitch alerts. And yes, I am just refusing to use stream alerts because I'm a software engineer. We can do this. Also, are theirs powered by AI? I don't think so. I don't think so. Would it look awesome and animated? Probably. Ours will look awesome and animated eventually. We'll just have to, we'll figure it out. I think we got this building. Let's see if it actually works as devised. Docker it's just Docker compose up, isn't it? Yeah. So 1 and 2 are doing follower stuff. Cool. And now we're heart beating. So 2 won the election. So it's working. Let's do it one more time and then stop it right after the elections happen. I want to see those logs. Are we rafting again, Dutch? So, I actually worked really hard on Saturday's stream, so I didn't have a whole bunch of content planned for tonight, but I didn't want to not stream tonight. So, this is like something I can piddle with when I have nothing else to do. So, on Saturday, we're doing a tier list. I have some fun tier lists to do that are just supposed to be fun. On Saturday, we're going to do the AIs. The next week, we're probably going to do languages, back-end languages. And then I have a few others that I have built up. Just some fun content. Nothing too serious. You know, obviously, tier lists are mine. And I actually have a surprising tier list. I don't think anybody's going to get. It's going to be pretty awesome. We also have Eddington work to do Saturday. So I've worked with getting a JWT from a certain auth service, Ori, and so we're going to be able to, I'm hopefully going to have the front end completely switched over to using a JWT, because right now it still gets a session token, or not a token, but a session cookie. And I need to make it use a JWT. So hopefully I have that. And then if that is, we can actually work on the Null cloud. Yeah, we can actually work on this some. So if Rust ends above Go in my tier list, I think it should be pretty fun. I'm planning on it to be like a pretty good mix of educational and fun. Like, I'm actually going to talk a little bit about each language and why it landed where it was and the difference between the languages. But I'm also planning on it being kind of fun. There's a tier. The S tier doesn't necessarily mean what most people think it means, because S tier languages are too good for us humans. So being in the S tier might not be that good. It should be fun. We should have fun talking about languages. And I hope everybody talks about their favorite language and how they're offended with my ranking of and Java. But Assembly absolutely is in S tier. Because of that reason. Like, it's just so powerful. Oh, it wasn't meant for mere mortals. Like I said, it's meant to be a bit of fun. It's programming DNA. Yeah. But that's what I was saying. Like, it's meant to be somewhat informative. You know, I will be giving some real thoughts on the languages, what I would love to see in them, what I think they did well. But it's also meant to just be a little bit of good fun. I'm going to try to poke some fun at every single language that comes up. I have at least one joke about each language. So, you know, even Rust. So Same with the AIs. This Saturday, I want it to be informative, but I want it to also be a little bit fun. So I have some stuff planned for it. I think it should be fun. We will talk about AIs, what they do, which ones are best if you want to use them. We have a lot of experience now leveraging all of them. And yeah. All right. So the biggest thing here is we have to now merge the server with the actual database. Right now, it just keeps everything in memory. And that was harder to say than it needed to be. Yeah, in memory. Sorry. So the raft node just creates this raft log, and this raft log is just a hash map. So what we really want to do is actually store this stuff on disk, replicated across 3 nodes, highly consistent, strong consistency. It's okay, we're building a platform that never crashes. I enjoy your confidence in my ability, but it's not my code that I'm worried about crashing. I'm worried about the servers underneath it. They don't have me designing the hardware. So it's not about my code when I make sure that it saves to persist to disk. It's not about my code, because we know that that's solid. No matter what language I would write it in, I could write this in Go and it wouldn't crash. Not one crash. I'm joking, by the way, if you guys have seen me code. All right. I saw on Twitter the other day, a guy was like, the debugging tools are so good, there shouldn't be the problem where you have a problem and it takes you like 4 hours to find one line of code. He's like, that's the days of old. And I was like, dude, you're just not doing hard enough multi-threaded problems. If that's you. I don't know of one debugging tool that highlights that threading issue. I'm sorry, but you're just not solving hard problems. If you think that that's a problem of the past, I don't know. He didn't respond. He didn't respond. You use PDB more than you would have liked? What do you mean? I'm sorry, that actually went above my head. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I think possibly he's right for, like, your small microservice stuff. Kernel stuff tied to Go is never the right option, actually. Let me tell you that your mistake was kernel stuff tied to Go. Your mistake. That was your mistake. But I was gonna say, it was never, I have a bug in this function and it takes me a long time. If I knew that the bug was in this function, it doesn't matter. It's easy, even though it's asynchronous and there's multi-threads here. The problem is with something like Raft here, we spent several hours on a bug because you're reaching consensus and we probably still have outlying edge cases that we don't reach consensus properly with. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Dude, it's actually you're not wrong. I just use the FMT to print to the console more in Go than I do anything else. When I was heavily programming in Go a couple of years ago, the debugging tools weren't nearly as helpful. Yeah. And so I got accustomed to that. I'm not going to sit here and say that Rust has a better... You just use LLMDB. So it's not any better. It's not any worse. This is a weird song. This is a weird song. We're moving on. All right. Let's see. Wait, did we not just import it? This should import it. Okay. Something's broken. This should... Okay, so it's NullDB, CreateDB. CreateDB. Okay, that's easy enough. We'll just do it ourselves. Use... Okay, ChatGPT got it for us after I did the NullDB part. NullDB config. Okay, we can do this too. Since it refuses to auto import for us right now. Okay. Now, what I think I think all we need to do is in this new function, just pass in the log. So we're just gonna delete this. And what we're going to do is pass in a log. Log raft log oops, that I don't know exactly what I'm doing right now. So we have this raft log thing. And I was thinking about making this of type, we could change this to be of type T so that it could be either a hash map or whatnot. But then we're going to have to create like a interface, and that's probably just more confusing. I was thinking like we really don't care about the implementation of the log here. And so maybe we just but maybe we don't do that for sanity's sake. Maybe we don't do that for sanity's sakes. Like my sanity's sake. We do just NullDB here, maybe? Now there's a couple things that this... Do we actually leverage this? Because length is going to be difficult. One thing we could change this to log index. Although we already have that as a public thing, and if we keep that updated, it shouldn't be calculated, so we'll just delete this. Now, what I don't know is whether the log index will stay on this or be adopted into the DB. Will we keep the index in here? I think that maybe makes sense. Especially when we bust into multi-raft. So what happens is that basically... I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. This isn't the end-all be-all, though. Just know that. We're going to leave it right here. Get value for key. What does this return? Oh, it's just a string, not a reference. No, that's all right. It's an anyhow result string. Null DB errors. Okay, I got it. I got what you want. Wait. What was it? I don't have what you want. Errors. It was in the errors package. Okay, sorry. Now I have it. I forgot. It's been so long since I have done this part. No, I think this is right. The only thing I don't know is okay, we did actually import it. Cool. That's not exactly at all what I wanted to do. Oh, I see what it's complaining about. It's complaining about the key here. That's what it was complaining about. And this is insert Wait, what is this? What is this? Write value to log. I kept it nice and long. You know, when one line would do 80 characters, one function name. I don't know why this is not insert. I don't know why this is not insert and remove. Get value for key, write value to log. I think I thought that these words were more conducive to people that might look at the code. I think that's what I was thinking. That cleans that up. What we need to do now is create the DB and then pass it in here. Right. We need a raft log, so we need to call new raft log with the DB. So this is where we actually have the problem. On startup, we need to actually keep the index on disk. So when we boot up, we actually need to know what the index is. So I guess that means a log entry looks something like this. Index log key value now. We really need structured logs. We actually do need structured logs at this point. I had been keeping it simple with just a single line where they're just separated by a semicolon, but I believe since we now have to persist... Since we have to persist the index, we don't want to do this. Index key value. This is what we would have to do. And this is starting to get a little asinine. So what I think we want to do is actually convert to using a structured format. We'll still keep it in plain text. We'll probably just do JSON, which as much as JSON sucks, it will be easy. It'll be easy. So we'll probably just convert to using a JSON structure on disk. Okay. Can we fake the log index till then? Or do we have to go ahead and bite that bullet? I don't think there's a way to fake it. And the reason you can't fake it is because of compaction. You're actually going to be removing lines from the tombstones. But not only that, duplicate records are going to be removed as well. So you couldn't like count the number of records because that's not necessarily the index, right? It's also a lengthy on startup thing to do, is read every single file and count the number of lines you have. But the reason I say you can't just do that is this. If you have 2 servers or 3 servers and one crashes just before they decide to do compaction, then you can't actually run that, and then the other one's compact. They would actually have a shorter log than you. And so if you did the log index based off of who had the longest log, the crashed one would have the longest log at that point. So the log index has to be something we store on disk, is what I'm saying. Can't be calculated. Raf. Okay, Dark Reader. All right. You're just making that painful on all of us. I know the white's painful, but that was... Why is this what it does to a PDF? I don't know, maybe it's fine. Maybe this is fine. I wish I had darkened these sides a little bit more, but oh well. So yeah, this log index is really important because the person with the longest log index and the highest term wins. So yeah. So we're gonna have to save that on disk, which means it's not part of this. Which means we really can just get rid of this wrapper. Okay, that's for another night. That's for another night. We're not doing that right now. That's terrifying. Let's see. Should we take this back to a working... Oh no. Working is undoing work. We should take it back to a working state, and then we'll just go work on Eddington. That will be more fun anyhow. Let's go do some Eddington work. Get us back into some Go. So we can feel like we're in script. Done. Back to building state. Yeah. Git add period git commit -m working state. Need to add index to log index to null db. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right. What did I do? What key combination did I do? No, right. Since last change. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's no good. No bueno. Let's fix that really quickly. Come on, Rust Analyzer. Let's go. Uh, 49. What is it? What is up, something? Oh, this is me. This is me. I have this sitting down here. No. This goes here. I didn't actually mean to quit out of it, but yeah, that was a dumb mistake. Order of operations here. What needs what? Maybe. Done. I'm putting working in quotes. Get it? It's a pretty good one. Okay. It's a pretty good one. It's pretty terrible. That's a pretty good one. Do you know what I found? We have a very strange way of our Go project. Basically, we don't have like an internal package, which is probably bad. Very bad Go. I can't believe that Dutch didn't call me out on this. This is not how the root of a directory of a Go application should look. I'm disappointed in you, Dutch. Disappointed in myself. Why do I have a closing bracket file? Don't save that. I have this file. Dang it. Okay, there we go. I don't know how I did it. I hit some stuff in Vim. Stuff happened. Words flashed in front of my eyes. I'd love to be able to create a file that quickly from Vim. The only way I know how to do it is to open this up, go to the place I want, and then do Alt-C for create, then type it in. Wait, I'm wondering if... Let's say I just type something that doesn't exist here, like delete me.go. Will that create it? Is that just actually creating the file? Because if this is what we found out, that's so much easier than what I've been doing. Delete me. Yes, it is. That is literally what it's doing. Okay, so cool. We figured something out. Let's go back to our users, and then let's delete that. Hey, learn something new. All right, you know what I don't know how to do? I don't know how to rename effectively, other than doing something like this and then fixing it. Is there a good rename symbols for NeoVim? Rename symbol. This is just search and replace across the whole document, the whole buffer. Oh, okay. So I see. This is probably acceptable. This is probably good. We'll just do it the old-fashioned Merrick way, which is the just. It was not too bad of a way. Done. There's probably in here this one. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. So I think we'll use this Go one. I was thinking about using the Rust one because I personally kind of liked it better. Brought a little Rust to the Null Cloud, but it's fine. It's fine. I will keep the Null Cloud as a Go-centric project. Let's see. We want to rename the Do Not Use Me controller, which would be rename Alt R. There we go. Alt R, rename to there we go. This is still true. We don't actually have an API, so it's kind of a don't use me object. If you go through like the V1 here, the type isn't a thing because all we want it to do is, if you look at how we set this up, let's see. what we're doing is we're actually watching the V1 Alpha 2 image. We're not actually watching our thing. It's just you leveraging the framework to watch somebody else's resource. So we probably should delete our resource stuff. I thought about making it configurable and using that resource as like the namespace or stuff like that to watch. I'm not sure. I think right now it's just simpler is better. Why? Okay. I think it was just renaming the file and stuff in Vim. Sometimes Vim's cache gets a little upset. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm done for tonight. It's almost midnight. I want to make sure to get to bed at a decent time. Stay tuned for Saturday. We should have some fun. We'll work more on this. I think we'll have the front end ready to like place on top of this, and we can start tying the things together. And really, it's kind of 3/4 of the way there. Just needs a bunch of front end work, which I've been kind of delaying at, as you can tell. So we'll get to it. We'll work on some of our Twitch alerts too. I got to figure out how to play sound. If you guys know somebody that's played sound without interacting with the web browser and know how to hack that, let me know, because that's what I got to do next. I got to hack that somehow. So let me know, and we'll do some Twitch alerts too. That will be fun. We need to actually, I have this set up in a pretty nice way, because check this out. If you check out our if you look here, we actually have the Twitch listener service, and all we have to do is do the same thing for Google. And so we can actually do like subscribers and stuff on Google fairly easily the same way. So I think that will actually be pretty cool, because everything else about this will just be plug and play. We'll just create a different listener. So I think that's pretty awesome. We'll have to find if there's a Google or YouTube subscriber Rust API. Okay, there's an async YouTube API client. Cool. R setup. Google YouTube 3 Rust docs. Abuse reports. That's not what we want. We want... Oh gosh, this gives us all sorts of power. I just wanted new subscribers. That's all I wanted. Okay. there's actually fewer things to handle. They don't have, I don't know that YouTube has rate. I've never been rated on YouTube that I know of. Oh, this is not even, okay, this is not like a pub sub here. That's like just listing. Here's super chat events. Okay, so that might be something we've got to support. Super chat events. Is there a subscribe event? Oh, maybe hub. The YouTube hub. We're gonna have to look into this, but this is one thing that I would love to bring to the Twitch alerts is YouTube alerts. Maybe we'll have to rename the project to the Null alerts, because that's terrible. But we like terrible naming here. We have super chat events. Here's maybe a subscription event. Oh, maybe this is actually... Their API is a little different. I'll have to look over it. And see if we can't tie into some of these things. Okay. Well, anyways, we have some stuff. We'll get moving. I know after Christmas it's been a little bit slow. I've been slow to get I have been working on these stupid servers quite a bit. So we'll get back into it and we'll get this UI garbage authentication dealt with, so we get moving a little bit faster. Anyways, thanks everybody for joining me tonight. I will see you Saturday. Be prepared to have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. Maybe I'm overhyping it. Maybe it won't be that fun. You know what? Join. Be prepared to be disappointed. All right? Be prepared to be disappointed. And I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. Have a good evening, morning, afternoon,